Look at that change again. Weird effects on TikTok. How do I change that? Well, I guess we're going to have to live with this for today. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And today's meditation is with my guardian angel, John. And he wants to call it, You Must Choose to Awaken. You must choose to awaken. We're going to wait for everybody else to come live. And I know it takes a bit of time for people to receive the notifications that we've come live. So I'm going to be patient in that regard. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Sophia? Hi, guys. So this is the Saturday edition of our weekly show, and this is where we like to feature the concept of meditation, because it's not very well understood what meditation is. People have ideas and notions about it, but ultimately, in a nutshell, what meditation is you, the soul, you as awareness, gaining functional authority over your mind, your body, and your actions. That's the simplest definition of meditation that we can give you, is that meditation is the way by which, is the way by which you gain functional authority over your own mind, body, and actions. And why that's so important today is because many people's minds, bodies, and actions are controlled and manipulated from outside force, something outside of themselves. A lot of people are manipulated and controlled. What they think, what they believe, and what they do is controlled from outside. It's not. So I'm just laughing because one of the filters on TikTok makes it look like I got some embellished lips. It's quite funny. I haven't figured out how to change all of those things yet. Anyway, that's what meditation is in its simplest definition. For you to gain authority over your mind, your body, and your actions. And what John wants to do today is talk a bit about what are the different parts that make you up. What are you? Who are you? It's important you understand these things in order to begin a process of liberating yourself from unnecessary suffering. And so let us consider, first of all, what you are. Who are you? Who are you? Are you the thoughts in your mind? Are you the body? Are you what the body does? Who are you? And quite simply, I will say that you are awareness. You are not the content of your mind. You are not the structure of your body, because they are unique aspects of your being that you utilize while you are in this function of creation. Your mind and body are what you utilize while in this function of creation. Your mind and body are designed specific to your awareness. Hear those words. Your mind and your body are designed specific to your awareness. The body that you have, the mind that you've acquired from this world, are specific to you as awareness. They are amenable to the way you interact with them, but they each have their own unique function. Your body is not that which defines you, although your body has its own definition as male or female. Your body is not that which you are. It is an instrument through which you learn the function of creation. This element of yourself called your mind, we're going to get to who you are in just a moment. This element of yourself called your mind, the place where information, ideas, beliefs, ideologies, concepts, considerations are kept, is a storehouse of information kept in a place called the Akashic Record, which is an all-pervasive field of information and energy. Your personality is structured with a small portion of that overall information. That is your personality, who you believe you think you are right now. If I call you Jenny, or if I call you John, or if I call you Rachel, or if I call you George or Bob or Jim or Mary, the name that was given to the information in your body is the personality. It's not who you are, but you may believe that you are John or Mary or Sue or Barb or George. You may believe you are that personality, but you are not that personality. It's important you understand this, that the content of your mind is information you've acquired from this world, from which and through which you can functionally begin to assert your role of creation while in this physical dimension. The function of your awareness, that's what you are. You are awareness, able to observe the contents of the information in your mind, able to observe this physical dimension through the 5 physical senses. But that is not all to who you are as a personality. You are also a soul, an awareness, a spirit of universal light, soul. You have the ability to affect change in the content of the mind, independent of the environment, whereas many people in the world right now are identifying themselves according to the information given to them by the environment, and their thoughts and actions are governed accordingly. But you are not the information in your mind. It's why you can observe your thoughts, because you're not the information. Learning to make this distinction between the physical organism that you utilize while in this physical dimension. You need a physical body to exist in a physical dimension, just as you need information to exist in a mental dimension, a dimension that is invisible for all intents and purposes. And only does this information of mind become visible when it is channeled through the function of biology. The function of your mind becomes apparent when it is channeled through the function of your body. Your awareness, you, soul, beautiful you, that is aware and conscious that you exist, that you can observe, remember, and anticipate. You can observe, remember, and anticipate, but you are not what you observe, you are not what you anticipate, and you are not what you remember, as that is just information that you can observe and conceptualize in the perspective of your soul, of your awareness. Now, much of the information that you have received is not yours. Much of what you think and feel and believe was not chosen by you consciously and deliberately. That came a little later from the earlier experiences in that physical body, where you were given a personality. You were told to define yourself as this or as that what constitutes what you are as an individual, as a human being, is what you were told and taught by your environment. Much of the confusion that you see prevalent in the world today, especially among the younger individuals, much of the confusion is a direct result of your attachment to information that does not accurately reflect who and what you truly are. Your capacity to become aware of the information in your mind and remain independent of it puts you into the position where you can function with the faculty known as reason, where you can begin to observe, weigh, and measure the validity of information that you hold in your individualized consciousness and from which you create your experiences. My reason for explaining this today is so that when we get to the place of meditation, you'll be able to experience yourself as you truly are, and not simply as a collage of thoughts and emotions that are generated by that collage of thoughts that you've acquired from this environment. As many of you find yourself in confusion, not because you want to be in confusion, but because the information you've acquired from this world is not in harmony nor compatible with who and what you are as a spiritual consciousness, as a soul, and may not be compatible with the natural and organic functions of your biology. These things can be in conflict to who and what you truly are. In understanding the distinction that the body is the instrument through which you articulate the manifestation of thoughts, ideas, and beliefs, that the body is merely an instrument through which you articulate the manifestation of ideas, thoughts, and beliefs, that the ideas, thoughts, and beliefs are simply information that cause very precise effects in terms of your energy, which is emotion, and the actions that your body will perform. Remaining unquestioned, you will simply play out the information that has been given to you by the world as if it is who you are. I'm here today to give you an understanding that you can awaken your awareness to be independent of the thoughts in your mind. You can awaken your awareness to recognize the authority that you have over your physical body. And you can awaken yourself sufficiently enough as to avail yourself of information that you cannot get from this physical world, but which is available to you in this field of energy that I mentioned earlier, this place called the Akashic Record, which is a record of all that is in existence across all points of time and space and all dimensional timelines. It's important you understand that you as awareness, your personality, your mind and body, cannot gain information beyond themselves. Your mind, that is who you believe you to be as a personality, that your body are incapable of gathering information outside of themselves and the realms of perception bestowed upon them. That is, your body cannot get information from more than the 5 physical senses can provide, nor can your mind get more information from what the 5 physical senses provide, or you provide to it from a different perspective of consciousness. That is, you can move your awareness away from this world. This is the function of meditation, to allow your awareness to move away from localized consciousness of the body and localized consciousness of the information you've been given from this world. You can shift your consciousness and your awareness to a realm of perception that is not based in the physical dimension, but rather based in realms of information, what I'm calling the Akashic Record, in realms of information beyond the scope and perception of the 5 physical senses. In being able to move your awareness in this fashion, you can begin to gain information, wisdom, knowledge that will allow you to transcend the confines of the information that you've acquired from this physical dimension exclusively. You may likewise in this physical dimension find information that you do not know that exists in this physical dimension, and by that token you can expand your mind beyond the personal boundaries that you currently have by gaining information even from this physical world that is beyond what you know in the confines of the personality that you currently possess as that mind and that body hearing these words right now. But the function of meditation allows you to move away from this world, to open up your perception to realms of information, knowledge, wisdom, and truth not readily available to this physical world through the realm of the 5 physical senses. It becomes very exciting if you consider the possibility that there's information available for you that will allow you to exercise transformation and change in your own mind and body that cannot be exercised from the information or experiences you gain from this world. That you can gain access to information, knowledge, ideas that can allow you to transcend your existing conditions based on the structure of your current personality. That is, the personality constitutes the physical organism, and the structure of information contained in your physical structure as acquired from the 5 physical senses in this dimension. You can transcend your subjectivity to them through the process of meditation. The process of meditation is elegantly simple and easy to consider. It's elegantly simple and easy to consider in its technique. The deeper abilities that come with the function of meditation, such as transcendence, such as leaving your body, such as astral projection, such as doing what appears to be superhuman feats, such as walking across a bed of coals or having your body become impenetrable to being punctured. These are functions of your consciousness that once the understanding is gained, you can initiate foundational changes in the natural way your body can function that would transcend the existing ways your body functions. In truth, the ability to walk on a bed of hot coals is not supernatural. It's simply an understanding of functional principles of idea and information and how they impact the way in which your physical body can respond and react to conditions in this material world around you. Yes. Now, the function of meditation is very simple in its technique, and we will go over the simplicity of the technique of meditation, which you can practice quite easily and readily in your own time, in your own way, with your own experiential results. Quite simply, meditation in its simplest form is to teach your own mind and body to be open and receptive to you and you exclusively, to be able to direct the senses of the body to turn away from the world and focus inward. That is, you can pull the senses of the body inward towards yourself. So now that the body is focused inwardly upon you, it is getting the body into a position where it is quiet, calm, peaceful, open, and receptive to your awareness, that you establish your body will not be distracted by the environment. Even if distractions are occurring in the environment, your body shall not be distracted by them. It will remain to the outside observer as if your body was appearing to be asleep. Getting your body into this state where it is completely subjective to your awareness and undistracted by the environment is the first step, the first simple technique towards beginning to experience and understand the function of meditation. The second step is to apply a very similar process in that where you entrain your body to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. You entrain your body into that energy. Likewise, then, the second step is entraining. The second step is entraining your mind to be open and receptive to your awareness. That is the second step, to begin to train your mind in the same fashion. Let me reiterate, the first step is getting the body to be still, to be quiet, to be open and receptive to your awareness. The second step in the function of meditation is to teach your mind, that is the part of you that is thinking and analyzing and weighing and measuring, to teach your mind then to, like you have the body established into stillness and quiet, to bring your mind into a place where there is no thought. It is still, it is quiet, it is open, it is receptive. The mechanism to teach your mind to be still and quiet, the mechanism to teach your body to be still and quiet is the function of your breath. That is, you can use your breath. You use the breath of the body to functionally direct it to be still. The function of breathing slowly and deeply instructs the body to go into a state that resembles sleep, which is why we ask you to breathe slowly and deeply so that you get the body to mimic a state of sleep. In that state of sleep, the body's attention is pulled from the environment back inward. The same process remains true in the application of getting your mind to be still, to be quiet, to be unthinking. So you use the breath where you breathe slowly and deeply, and you give your mind a sequence of thoughts that directs your mind to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. This sequence of thoughts is just as I have just spoken. to, as you breathe and you say to your mind, you can be still, be quiet, be peaceful. You ensure that the words that you are using represent the state you wish to induce into your mind. That is, you're becoming still and quiet and peaceful, quieter and quieter, calmer and calmer. You are communicating information to your mind that directs it into the functionality of stillness and quiet. As you begin to experience your mind reacting and responding to your information that you're giving it to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful, to not think for a little while, all ideas directing the mind to become quieter and quieter and quieter under your direction. Now, for some of you, you may have very strong emotions and a very busy mind that's been very distracted by the world. You may be experiencing very stressful situations and circumstances in your environment, which will keep your mind and body very alert to potential problems around you. But if you persist in placing the body and the mind into a place where it will not be disturbed, and you apply this process of directing the body to become quiet, calm, and peaceful, directing your mind to becoming quiet, calm, and peaceful. In this process, repeated consciously and deliberately, your mind and body will begin to subside, to pull away from the world, and you will begin to become liberated from the mind and its incessant thinking, and your body will continue to relax. The key is in the utilization of your physical breath. That is the way you direct the body to breathe. In the function of directing your body to breathe, you are instructing the body into a functional behavior. The slower and deeper you breathe, the more your body will go into a state that resembles sleep. The slower and deeper you breathe in the mind and think that sequence of thoughts of your mind becoming quiet, calmer, and more peaceful with every breath, your mind becoming quieter, calmer, and more peaceful with every breath. As you stay persistent in that process, your mind will begin to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. The reapplication of the process, like anything else that you've learned in this physical dimension, the reapplication of this process will act as a form of instruction upon your own mind and body, so that your own mind and body loan themselves to becoming subjective to your direction, your suggestions, and your direction and suggestions only. This is a process for eliminating your subjectivity to the conditions of the environment and reassuming the authority over your own mind and body that is rightfully your authority. This begins to break down the function of subjectivity that many of you have to your external senses, your entertainment systems, the people, the events, the circumstances in the world around you that keep you on the edge of your seat. By applying this process, you pull your attention away from subjectivity to the emotional nuances and distractions of the environment and return yourself to the seat of your consciousness. You return yourself to the seat of your consciousness, where your awareness is undistracted by body and undisturbed by mind, as you've established that your mind is quiet, calm, and peaceful, and that your body is fully relaxed. At any time in the process, if your body or mind get confused or anxious or distracted, you simply just reapply the action of your breath. So if something distracts you, you simply breathe. And as you exhale, you release the distraction. You pull your attention of the body inward again. If the mind gets active and thoughts begin to occur, you again apply the process of using the breath and directing thoughts and a sequence of thoughts into your mind that is quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. Repeating the process gradually instructs the body into following this direction you give it, consistently and repeatedly so that you can return your mind, you can return your body, and you can return your awareness to a state of peace. This state of peace loans itself to you beginning to shift your awareness from the physical dimension of perception towards the realms of information of which I spoke twice now earlier, the realm of the Akashic, the infinite reservoir of endless information available to anyone who can bring their attention to it. And so you can find yourself now in this place of awareness where you can access information beyond the scope of the 5 physical senses and beyond the scope of your mental ideations that you've acquired from this world. As these two things, your mind and body, can enslave you to this world. Your mind and body can enslave you to the conceptions and beliefs you've acquired from this world. And only you, through the assertion of this process over your own mind and body, can then begin to liberate yourself from subjectivity to the world and what the world has taught you to think and feel and believe, and move yourself to realms of information, to gain access to realms of information that will allow you to bring in new ideas and new information, to liberate your unique creative capabilities from the confines of the conceptualized personality that you've been given from your environment. As many of you are enslaved by the mind that the world has given you. You're enslaved by the mind that the world has given you. And this process, this functional steps, the basic techniques of meditation will loan themselves to beginning the process of liberating yourself, freeing yourself from the mind that the world has given you, and gaining access to information from a realm of consciousness beyond the structure of the 5 physical senses. This acquiring of information, this experience, will loan itself to causing several effects in the conditions of your life. The first effect is that your body, in pulling your awareness away from the world and bringing your body into a deeply relaxed state, the normal stresses of exchange of information between the body and the environment is not occurring. Therefore, the body begins to be relieved of the stresses imposed upon it by the environment, because you've literally taken your body away from the environment by placing it into this deep, relaxed state. Now the body is no longer being bombarded with the stresses of information and the senses that impinge upon it on a moment-to-moment basis while you are in this world. But getting it into this place where it is open and receptive to your awareness, the body is no longer subjective to the environment in the way it was formerly. The same is true for your awareness to be liberated from the confines of the information in your mind, that in establishing your mind to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful, to be calm, to establish your mind in that, again, then begins to allow you to move away from the distractions of the mind that the world has given you. You, for all intents and purposes, begin to put your mind and body into a state resembling sleep while you remain awake. In this process of awakening, moving your awareness from subjectivity to the contents of your mind and the distraction of the sense of the body, you begin to awaken. You begin to feel a change, not only in the peace that you will feel as your mind is not distracting you and your body are not distracting you from the world. This state of peace begins to be experienced. You will even feel how your body reacts and responds. You'll begin to feel how your body reacts and responds when you give it this process of being still, quiet, and peaceful. You may feel tingling sensation, but the body's energy will begin to be released because it's no longer being directed to deal with the external distractions. So its energy returns to itself. The energy of your body begins to become improved and enhanced. The interaction of the mind and the body changes because you've established a state of quiet and peace within them. So there's no conflict between your mind and body anymore because you place them into a state of stillness. Now your awareness, and this is where things get very interesting, your awareness, once the mind and body are put in a place where they're not distracting you, you are aware of them. They are sitting down or they are lying down. They're quiet. You are breathing them slowly and gently. You're keeping them still. and your awareness is free. In this place of awareness, you can begin to request information beyond what you know. But this is all I wish to discuss today, is to get you to this place where you must first functionally learn that your mind and body are designed by nature. They're designed by nature to be your servants and not your master. But in order to establish that relationship, it must be consciously established. Many of you have deferred the authority over your mind and your bodies to your environments. Many of you have deferred the authority of your mind and body to the environment, and you find yourself suffering accordingly. For the one who is driving the car that takes their hand off the wheel is most likely to crash. And by giving your mind and your body over to the world, you will lose yourself in the world. It is very difficult to not be in control of your own mind and body. And this is why many people suffer today, is because they have relinquished control of their own mind and body to the world. And through this process of learning the functional techniques of meditation, you can begin to liberate yourself from that. Now, for those of you listening, I highly encourage you to, right now while you're sitting, to sit. Do this. Do what he said to do. Like literally take a slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, allow your body to relax. Like totally just allow your body to relax. You can give your body permission to relax. You know, your body's designed to follow your instruction, even if what you're going to tell it to do is wrong. Even if you tell your body to drink a 26er of vodka or rye, your body will do it, even if it doesn't feel good for it, because it's designed to follow your instructions. So your body can do your body will not operate against you. It's always going to do what you tell it to do. It's always going to do what you tell it to do, unless you do something really stupid to it, like you poison it or you drug it or you harm it, then it's going to feel pain. But your body is designed to do whatever you tell it to do. Your body's designed that way. You know, it's designed to follow your instructions, and so is your mind. So sit down, get your body relaxed, take a slow, deep breath, exhale. Allow the body to relax completely and fully. Like let all the muscles, like every muscle in your body, let it become limp, loose, and relaxed. And give your body permission to be completely relaxed. And be aware of how it feels, how the body feels being allowed to relax. If anything tries to distract you from the environment, pull your attention away from it. Just use your breath and direct the body to relax more. Do the same thing with your mind. The mind is very busy. Use the breath. Use the breath. They tell me all the time that the breath is the most divine instrument you have to use while living in a mind and body. Your breath is the most divine instrument that you have while living in a mind and body. That you can use the breath to establish a very specific functionality of the body and a very specific functionality of the mind, so they will serve you properly. I got a super chat over here. Let's take a look at this. Thank you for the super sticker, Rainbow Warrior. Appreciate that. Someone saying, I've been stepping into my abilities and getting clarity on a lot of stuff. Truly a beautiful space to be in. Wish it for everyone. Me too. I do as well. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I'm not sure what it is. I can't see what it is on what the sticker is, but I'm sure it's pretty. If you've been listening to this, Rainbow Warrior, then you are getting it. If you're hearing this message, you are getting your message. If you're hearing what's said from John, then you're getting the message. Getting your body and mind to a place where they're not distracted by the environment, where you literally experience that they just follow your instructions. The same relationship exists between your mind, body, and the environment. That you can allow the environment to control your mind, what you're going to think, what you're going to say, what you can do. You can allow the environment to direct your body. You know, in any military system, they teach individuals, they program people to be a certain way. And whether you know it or not, the environment can program you to be a certain way. And I'm told that a lot of the confusion on the planet right now is because a lot of people have been conditioned to be in a way that's not natural to who they actually are. John just wants to step into he wants to talk to you about your soul. Your soul is your awareness. When you are aware that you are aware, you're getting close to what you are as a soul. And only from the perspective of awareness can you begin to reassert proper authority over the function of your mind and body. Only from the perspective of your soul can you begin to gain access to information not available to you in this world. Many of you are seeking to know what your purpose is. Well, your purpose exists in your consciousness. It is available to you, but it may not be available to you in the confines of the mind that the world has given you. If the world has given you an identity that does not include what your purpose is, then you're going to feel purposeless. If the world has not given you the information of what your purpose is, then it will only give you the information that it has, and you will feel disconnected from your purpose. But each and every one of you came here with a purpose and for a reason that may not be available for you to discover in this world, but which can become available to you if you become open and receptive to receiving that idea, not from the world, but to be given to you, to be brought into your consciousness. To get your mind and body out of the way so that you can begin to hear what you cannot hear with your mind and body. We call that clairaudience, hearing without your ears and seeing without your eyes. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, learning to see without your eyes and to hear without your ears is a very important skill to cultivate. And it can only be cultivated when your mind and body are not in your way. So you put them gently aside in the simple process, the meditative process that's been laid out for you here, and teach your mind and body to be your servant, to be quiet, to be still, to be open and receptive to you, so that you can become open and receptive to other realms of information that can aid you in fulfilling your reason for being in this physical dimension and understanding why you're in the physical body you're in, because the physical body you're in is tailor-made to your purpose. The physical body that you are currently in was tailor-made to your purpose. So the important thing is to discover your purpose. Not to making money might be part of your purpose. Getting married might be part of your purpose. Having a job might be part of your purpose. But your purpose will not necessarily be defined by the environment. It can only be defined in terms of what you are. But your mind and body are designed to fulfill your purpose. You're not here to be subjective to them. So this process of awakening that he's talking about, like, it's really important. Through meditation, you awaken. Through meditation, you awaken. I came across a video the other day. Somebody sent me. It's a video of a man named George Soros. You might know George Soros, and there are other men like him on the planet, whom I will not name right now. But he said this in an interview with 60 Minutes, about 30 years ago. He said, and you need to hear this because it's really important, that this is one of the wealthiest, most powerful men on the planet, saying, "I don't care. I like to make money. I really don't care about the social effects of how I make money." This is a man who says he does not care about the effects, socially speaking, of his ways of making money. So in other words, how I make money, I don't give a flying fart how it affects this world or other people in it. I don't care. It's basically what he said. And he's not the only one in a position of authority and power upon the face of this world right now that think the same way. There's lots of people think, "Oh, I love money," but don't give a shit about the consequences to making that money. And these are people running your world right now. And you need to awaken. You need to awaken yourself to your purpose, because your purpose will not be to be subjective to these people. these people that are ruling your life and using governments and militaries to control and manipulate humanity. Understand that when you actualize your purpose, you will functionally change humanity to some degree, because then you'll be authentic to who you are. And the way to get back to your purpose is to teach your mind and body, get them out of your way so that you can begin to connect to ideas and information beyond the 5 physical senses. It's really true. It's true. You can't solve a problem at the level that created it. So if you're troubled and you're emotionally disturbed and distracted, you're not going to solve that problem in this world. You'll solve it by leaving this dimension in consciousness, getting outside of your mind, getting outside of the body, and perceiving and receiving information that you can bring down into your mind and body that will allow you to functionally bring something new into the world. And that's what you came here to do. Every one of us came here to bring something functionally new into the world so that the world can be made into a better place. And every new and innovative idea has come about because of that process of individuals accessing these realms of information beyond what the world is offering. Think about it. Before there were cars, there was nothing in the world to say, oh, but the idea of transportation brought forth an idea for a faster way from this realm of the Akashic record, this quantum field of information. Information became available to Henry Ford and many others that created the automobile or the aircraft. You can see very clearly that humans are able to access realms of information, and you must learn to do this. You must learn to get your mind and body to be your servant, to train yourself to awaken to the realms of information that are available to you. Your purpose, your purpose is what you are, but you can't know what you are if you're enmeshed in the beliefs of the insanity. Think about it. The educational system was created by a guy named John D. Rockefeller. It was created to educate people into a certain series of sets of beliefs. And those sets of beliefs and ideas that people get educated into may not be in alignment with what your purpose is. Your purpose might be to bring a whole new system of thinking into the world. Your purpose might be to bring a form of interdimensional travel to the world. Your purpose might be to find out how to move from one point of time and space to another instantaneously. Your purpose might be how to transcend gravity with sound waves. But if you're conditioned into a set of beliefs that do not allow you to perceive anything other than that set of beliefs, then you will never realize your purpose. So that means the only way to get out of that is to teach your mind and body to be quiet, to be still, to be calm, to be peaceful, and to make the decision, I'm going to open up to realms of information that will inspire me, uplift me, and align me to my purpose. You can ask for that. Anyway, I'm going on. I'm getting a little personal now. I apologize for that. But what he's saying is really true, that the fulfillment of your purpose cannot occur based on the information you've acquired from this world. Unless the information of this world is beyond what you know, then you might apply it and experience change. For example, you might say you don't know how to manage money very well. You will go to somebody who's learned to manage money very well. You might, you want to know how to raise a baby. So you go to somebody who's raised 10 children. You can go to people who are experts or have practiced and perfected a certain skill set, and you can learn that from this dimension. But your functional and fundamental purpose for existence cannot come from this world, but it can come to this world through you. So my delusion today is that you'll sit for at least a half an hour every day, and you'll teach your mind and body to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. You'll use your breath to train your body, train your mind to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. And when your mind and body are still quiet and peaceful, then say, give me some ideas about my purpose, my reason for being. And then be patient and persistent until you start receiving, because you will start receiving guidance and information pretty quickly once you start asking. It's really true. Good morning, everybody. So thank you for those of you that are still here, that have had the courage and the braveness to stay through this discussion on meditation, this discussion on the simple technique of meditation. It's so needed right now because there's so many people that are seduced by the fears and anxieties of the world, the he said, the she said, the they, them, this, that, all that confusion disconnects you from your purpose. And if you think being angry is purposeful, it's not. Being angry is destructive. If you think being sad is purposeful, it's not. It's being destructive. You are a divine entity. You're a divine entity. You've been given a mind and a body through which you can bring forth a manifestation that only you can bring forth. But in order to know what that is, you have to get away from what is not. And again, I'm told that like 63% of the people on the planet are living in fear right now. 63% of the people are living in fear on this planet right now. Again, we did not do a normal meditation, but we understood it was really important for you to get to a place where you understand that the simple mechanism of teaching your body to breathe and getting it quiet, teaching your mind to be still and quiet, that these simple mechanisms loan themselves to freeing you from your own mind and your own body sufficiently enough that you can gain access to realms of information that are not available to you in this physical world. There are many schools of thoughts, many religions that believe that this process of meditation is evil. There are many that believe that communicating or connecting to higher levels of information is a form of demonic activity. And we will tell you that there is such a thing as demonic beings, but they are on lower vibrational emotional spectrums. These lower vibrational demonic forces are on lower vibrational emotional spectrums. What do we mean by that? We mean that lower vibrational spectrums of emotion are anger, fear, guilt, shame, doubt. These are the functional low vibrational energies on which these lower demonic forces operate. If you are operating in a vibrational frequency of joy, playfulness, love, compassion, kindness, excitement, curiosity, you will function on a plane that's a higher vibrational spectrum. Each spectrum of energy attracts to itself what it is. So if you're angry, you are going to attract more than likely lower vibrational energies. If you are in a state of love, you attract energies and entities from that level of vibration, your ascended masters, your guardian angels, the divine entities that exist to be available to you, as equally as you can attract the lower vibrational entities. But understanding the distinction right now on this planet, 63% of you are living in fear. And this fear is resulting in what you see as the pandemic of this darkness going on, these wars, the economic strife, the greed, the sexual objectification of your species. All of these things are from lower vibrational energies, lower vibrational demonic forces, which you can transcend by learning to surrender your mind and body from a state of fear, surrendering your mind and body from a state of anger, surrendering your mind and body from a state of doubt. And you do this by asserting this simple process that has been laid out for you in this discussion previously. That once you can train your mind and body to be still and quiet, you will be free. When you establish that your mind and body under your own authority is still, quiet, and peaceful, then you will no longer remain subjective to the vibrational energies of the dark ones, nor will you remain subjective to the vibrational energies of the light ones. You will have free choice and free will in the place of stillness, so that you may then choose whether you will serve love or whether you will serve fear. But you must choose. Some of you are choosing without even realizing you are choosing. Some of you are living in fear without realizing that you have a choice to not live in fear. But some of you will awaken in hearing this. And that is our goal, that you will awaken and return to your true nature and expression. Wow. Thank you, guys. Let's see what we got going on here. We are in a spiritual war, right? We really are. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the badges. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh, thank you for that funny squiggly pineapple fruit thing. Thank you, Amanda. Love that. Thank you. So I think your question was answered, Rainbow Warrior. So I'm being one love one. My daughter was injured at school. Can you help me with the name of the attorney that will help me win our case? I can't give you the name of the attorney, but I can tell you that it is a female attorney. It's a female attorney that you're looking for. It's a female attorney that you're looking for. Yeah. It's important that you approach this. It's important that you approach this not from a place of anger, but from a place of righteousness, that you are seeking to establish that the truth and well-being of all be honored and respected. I'm being told to tell you that the individual responsible for the injury, was being manipulated unconsciously by others. The individual responsible was being manipulated unconsciously by others. But she'll be a female, the lawyer you're looking for. She's female. They're not giving me a name. Oh, thank you, Bogumila. Thank you, Master Jesus and William, for healing my mother, Helena. She's much better, but still weak. How is she doing, please? Well, I'm really happy to hear that, Bogumila. And I honestly thank you to Master Jesus. I remember that healing event that happened, I think it was last week. Yes. It's important that you see her as stronger every day. It's important that you see her getting stronger and stronger and stronger every day. It's important for her to not be angry or upset towards her weakness. To not be angry or upset towards her weakness. Archangel Raphael will work through you if you allow him to. He'll work through you if you allow him to. Just ask him to allow his healing energy to flow through you. Let that energy guide what you say and what you do over the next few days. But she'll be fine. Thank you so much for that, Bogeyman. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you for that super sticker, Drusilla. I really appreciate that. Yes, that's it. Peace and love for all. Hi, guys. Hi. Yeah, we're in the Q&A section of today. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's actually not, it's a non-war. It's not a spiritual war. It's a non-war. Do you hear or receive messages from Jesus or others? What would you consider his overall personality? He doesn't have a personality. Master Jesus doesn't have a personality like we think of a personality. He functions as love. He functions in a state of love and grace. What he says, what he does, how he says it, and how he does it comes from a place of love and grace. His love and grace is transcendent and transformative. That is, when his energy comes into your field, there's aspects of your personality that are transformed and changed. But he doesn't have a personality like you or I do. His sense of awareness is extremely more expanded than we are. His ability to, what John was saying earlier about tapping into that Akashic record, Master Jesus is one with that infinite record of love and wisdom. He's one with that vibrational plane, right? He's one with the vibrational frequency of love. That's not a personality. That's just a vibration of being. He's a being of love. That's the only way I can put that word. But yes, I do connect with him regularly. Yes. Yes, I see that. Any message from my mother in spirit? Thank you. I'm not getting anything right now. If I look around and see. Yeah, I'm not getting anything from your mother right now. Sorry. Don't always get something. Most times we do, but there are times like that. Do I need Dr. Drake's pill for my mind? No, You need to teach your mind and body to be still and quiet. Your body is a naturally correcting organism. Medicine knows this. Your body's a naturally correcting organism if you put it into the position or state of consciousness that allows it to correct itself. When your body is anxious because of the environmental conditions, or your mind is too busy running on and running on, your body cannot discern between the environment of your mind and the environment around it. It interprets the activity in your mind as equally as if it were real, as it interprets the environmental conditions around it. So teaching your mind to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful, bringing your body to a state of deep, open, relaxed receptivity. In that place, you can bring specific qualities of love and gentleness, healing and vitality into the body, vibrations that you cannot get from this world, that you yourself can gain access to and bring into your body. You can bring healing into your body. You can bring healing into your body. You can bring it into your body. It does not have to come from this world as a pill or a drug or a surgery. It can also come to you from other realms of consciousness. Wow, I love that. Thank you so much. YouTube has his information. I'm not sure. Yeah, if you want to book a reading with me, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com or torontomedium.com. I have half-hour readings and 1-hour readings. And the question you asked here, we try to answer as many questions as we can. But an in-depth reading with me, you will have experiences and you'll have a change in your life that will knock your socks off. Literally, there's information that just can't come through here. And oftentimes I'm told you can't say this because it's very personal. So if you want to get some really in-depth information about what you're wanting to understand and know about your life right now, book a one-on-one session with me, because then you'll connect directly to your guides, your angels, and the ascended masters, and get the information and guidance that you need that will take you to your next level, whatever that might be for you. Hi, Pepe. Pepe is saying, we are in the brink. I feel we are in the brink of the book of Revelations. Now, I asked Master Jesus about this, and he says, you must understand that most of you have been given beliefs to accept as true that are not true. You are seeing this again today. What you see in the structure of what you call the biblical system of knowledge, much of this was restructured upon the foundation of what I taught, which was true, and what I was taught that was true, that I taught the truth, was made untrue by many of these religious systems of thinking that came after I left this physical dimension the first time. It is important you understand that the truth is not something you gain from this world, but that the truth is something you gain from the Heavenly Father within you. And you have heard this one today and others with him say to you, be still, and know I am God. It is within you. What you seek is not in a book or a mosque or a synagogue. What you are seeking is within you. Do not accept the fears and limitations propagated upon you, again, as they have been for so many thousands of years, but allow yourself to go within, to truly go into the temple. Your body is the temple of which I speak in this context. Go within the temple. Quiet the temple. Let stillness be in your house. Let stillness be in your house, that you may hear the word of the Lord within you. For the kingdom of God is within you. If they tell you it is there or there or there, no, it is within you. So be mindful of what you will accept from this world, for there are those that gain great advantage at your suffering and your submissiveness, and they will keep you in fear to keep you in the submissiveness that fear permits. Awaken yourself, go within. As was said to you earlier, awaken, go inside the temple, be still, and know I am God. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for that. Wow. Yeah, so we are at this wonderful place where we get to choose what's going to happen, humanly speaking. Thank you for that, asking Master Jesus to clarify that for us, Pepe. Really appreciate it. A question from Doodle Art TV. I was listening to a song, singing with my eyes closed. When I opened my eyes and looked at the fork in the bowl, the fork moved. What was that? The vibrational frequency of the sound that was coming through you was transmitted from your body at a different resonant frequency that was in resonance with that thing you call the fork. The fork reacted and responded to the frequency elements that it was in resonance with. There's a wonderful man that was in this physical dimension, I think 20 years ago, Dr. Usuro Imoto, who wrote a book called Messages in the Water. And he talked about how you could, if two like things came together, they could interact with each other. So whatever the frequency was that you were listening to in that music, the way you let it go through your body, this is what they're telling, the way you let it go through your body and felt it, you transmitted the resonant frequency of that, and the fork received that and reacted. You can take two tuning forks that vibrate at 256 cycles a second. You can check this out on YouTube. Look up tuning forks in resonance. And if you hit just one fork and it starts to vibrate, the other one at 256 cycles, even though you haven't hit it, receives the vibration and it begins to ring, it begins to tune. So you transmitted the frequency through your body that was resonant for that fork, so the fork reacted to that frequency going through the body. It's how the Egyptians moved things around. They understood how to generate sound that would resonate and change the frequency of substances and alter their relationship to other things relative to other things. I'm not a physicist, so I don't know the terms that they're giving me, but I know what they mean, that they were able to alter and change the molecular density of something relative to other things. So by changing the frequency of the stone in such a fashion that it was repelled by the gravity of the earth, so they could control with the intensity of the wave, of the amplitude of the wave sound, they could change that so they could lower or raise the stones as they needed by sound frequency. That's what they're telling me now anyway. That the same principle of sound frequency was used in building the pyramids. In fact, most of the pyramids around the world. Thank you. Okay, so we're just going to scroll up here. Question from Daniela. From my guides, I understand dark leafy greens to detox the body, to bring healing to the body, not clear out breakfast. Well, sometimes if the substance you're putting in your body is not harmonious with it, the body will eject it. If it's a substance, like think about it. If people drink too much alcohol, they get sick. You put anything in the body that's not in resonance with it, it will eject it, right? But for you, in terms of the leafy greens, you want to take some chlorella. You want to take chlorella. You want to take chlorella directly. If you want your greens, they're saying you can get it through chlorella. You don't want to try getting it through leafy greens right now. Go to chlorella. You can get little chlorella tablets, but make sure they're really good organic ones. You want to make sure you do that. Hi, guys. Somebody's saying, I'm so grateful I found you today. I hope more people are able to wake up. Well, share this. People don't wake up unless you say something. If you're in a crowded room and everybody's asleep, if nobody says anything, nobody's going to wake up. So share this information with other people. Share this live event. We're live Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We're live every day. I'm bringing these messages from the Ascended Masters, other multidimensional beings, our guardian angels. So yes, these messages are being put out 4 times a week. So share the live event with others. Give the videos thumbs up. If you're not on my YouTube channel, go to my YouTube channel, give the videos a thumbs up, share the video with other people. If you're on my TikTok channel, you share some of the short clips that you found there that are fascinating and interesting. But again, share this, get other people out there, give it thumbs up, give it hearts, do whatever you can do to raise the algorithm's awareness of it so it puts it out to more people. Because again, this is a system designed to control and regulate information based on its popularity, right? But they also told me, they said the time would come that this information would come across the world as a great wave, that the information of truth is going to roll across the world in a great wave. And all the darkness that's been propagating itself for the last 5,000 years on this planet is literally going to be washed away in some places, literally washed away in some places. Wow, very fascinating. I'm not sure. Is there a no return point? I hope we won't get there. There's always a no return point to a degree, but humanity is at a very interesting point that where the functions of fear and the function of love as energies are what all we can see. That's the only two things that we have to deal with in this world, love or fear. There are no other choices. In every act, every word, every deed, every thought, every single soul on this planet has only two masters to serve. And you can only serve one of them. One is love, one is fear. And every human being, no exceptions, is either serving love or fear. And if you are serving love, then the rewards and the experience of fear will be very differently. If you are serving fear, what you will reap will be from that energy. The judgment will not come from God nor Christ. The judgment will come from your own choices. The judgment will come from your own choice. Do you serve love or you do serve fear? That's where the outcome is going to come. And right now, they're telling me 63% of the human population is more fear-based than love-based. And that's changing everything, because our fear orchestrates changes not only in our own body, just as love orchestrates changes in your body, fear orchestrates changes in your body, but it also orchestrates changes in our actions. If I'm in a state of fear, what I'm going to do is very different than if I'm in a state of excitement. That emanation of fear from our collective unconsciousness is affecting the energy that interacts with everything on this planet. It also interacts with everything around the planet. Our energy interacts with the sun just as the sun interacts with us. Information is being exchanged. Love and fear are the only two energies that we can utilize in creation here. So, Pepe, to answer your question directly, there will be an effect for every cause. If our dominant energy is fear, then the effects will match the intensity of that fear. If the dominant energy is love, then the dominant effect in our environment will match that vibration of love. The goal that I'm spending the rest of my life on is allowing the information and wisdom and knowledge of the ascended masters to come through to guide us towards a function of love and away from the function of fear, because they will reap very different results. We reap what we sow. Love will reap a very different effect in time and space than fear does. It's very simple. If you're in a state of anger, your body will do very specific things. Anger is a vibration of fear. If you're in a state of joy, your body does different things. Emotion organizes matter. That's what our guardian angel John told me 3 years ago. He said, William, emotion is the fifth state of energy, and it coordinates and organizes all energy below it: solid, liquids, gases, all of it. Atoms, molecules, solids, liquids, gases, and thought are organized by emotion. Great questions, though, today, Pepe. Thank you so much. Have no fear. My grandmother passed away years ago. Does she regret how she left everything? No, she doesn't. Je ne regrette. She has no regrets. She has no regrets. She's saying that if I were in my human self as I am now, I would regret my actions as what I was, but I have no regrets as I am now. Wow, that's really cool. Live in love. Amanda, love. Like literally connect yourself to love. Someone's asking, should I continue my new relationship? Thank you. Why are you hesitant? If you're hesitant, then you can't continue. You're already bringing in conflict. Go forward with absolute love and grace and watch what happens. Go forward with absolute love and grace and watch what happens, or watch what happens if you keep holding on to fear. Your uncertainty creates behavior. The energy of uncertainty creates behavior. The energy of joy creates behavior. The energy of sadness creates behavior. The energy of greed creates behavior. The energy of lust creates behavior. The energy of playfulness creates behavior. The energy of excitement creates behavior. Every emotion in the human spectrum of perception creates events in time and space. Every emotion causes an effect. Every emotion causes an effect, right? Remember that. Scrolling down here. Okay, let's put him. Oh, you're very welcome, Daniela. Someone saying, confession. Confession can help you if you only use a candle. Yeah. Just put us on X and truth. Yes, that's right. We're all waking up. Okay, we're going to put him in a timeout for a while. Okay, there we go. Okay, thank you so much. Sorry, I just put Pepe in a timeout on YouTube because he was just putting a whole bunch of messages and spamming, and that's not fair to other people that might have really valid questions. A question, speaking of which, from Slushy Cult. I was in the grocery store with my baby. A woman came around the aisle rapidly. It was like she sensed my baby. She power walked to us. She sniffed my baby and kept walking. What was that? Wow. Very, very sensitive smell that lady has. A very sensitive smell. Yeah. You want to, again, when you're out with your child from now on, before you even leave the house, imagine you're surrounded by a round sphere. Whenever you go out, imagine you're surrounded by a round sphere. Whether you're driving in your car, you should do this anytime, anywhere. And imagine that round sphere can only let love enter your space and only let love leave your space. Like you can actually imagine a sphere around your body and give it that energy, because a thought and a word, because a word is a sound wave, which means it's physical. So when you say only love can enter this space, only love can leave this space. When you do that, you actually are creating an energy around the body. So put that energy around your child and yourself and your family and your car, wherever you're going. Just only love enters this space, only love leaves this space. Because right now there's a lot of dark, a lot of demonic possession going on this planet right now. You can see it with all the so-called Karens around the world. People, it's just insanity. So you want to have that field of love, because these lower vibrational entities think of love as a vibe. You watch the vampire movies where they sprinkle holy water on the vampires. The vampires go, ah! Love as a vibration is like that. It repels fear. Love repels fear. It transmutes it. Right? It transmutes it. Thank you. I'll correct that. Love transmutes fear. Mary meet again. A frightening Halloween mask was left in front of our house a few days ago. How should I dispose of it? Burn it. Like literally, just burn it. Burn it. But do it with grace. Don't do it with anger or fear. Burn it and say, I release this back. I release this back with love and grace. When you burn it, say, I release this with love and grace. You don't want to release negative energy with anger or fear. You want to release it with love and grace. Always. Always release it with love and grace. How are we doing over here, guys? I'm just trying to see. Things have changed here. Very good. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those. I really appreciate it. Someone's asking, why lost spirits in other realms able to see me? Because you're able to guide them. They see you because you're able to guide them. What can she do about this? I'm being told you can tell them to look for the feeling of love. You can, when you see them or feel them, because you're talking about clairvoyance, you can say to them, look for love. Look for love. Tell them to that. Those words exactly. Look for love. Communicate that thought to them. You know, if you want to know more about mediumship, again, you might want to go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and look up our courses and classes. Our 101 Masterclass on Awakening introduces you to the practice of mediumship and what it's for. What is the practice of mediumship for? Jesus Christ was a medium. John the Baptist was a medium. King David was a medium. They were communing with other spirits, Gabriel, Michael, God. Mediumship is a natural, healthy function for the soul to gain information that it does not possess in its mind and body. And you really need to understand that the function of mediumship can be used as evil, but can also be used to commune with the divine, right? There is good and there is evil. And you have to understand that those two things actually exist. There are demonic forces and there are forces of heaven, of love, forces of fear, forces of love. And you get to decide where you're going to be on that spectrum, right? But yeah, they're looking for you to guide them back to love. Literally, just tell them to look for love. They'll energetically feel, but tell them that when you connect to them again. Look for love. It's okay, Drusilla. No worries. No worries. All is good. He was okay. I just put him in a timeout. He can come back another time. I just put him in a timeout for today, right? Again, I don't mind. He had some really good things to say, and he brought Master Jesus forth. So he had some really good things going on, but it wasn't fair to other people to have him just putting tons and tons of comments. But thank you so much for noticing that too. I really appreciate it. Read The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. Beautifully stated epigenetics. Yes, it is. Yes, I'm very familiar with the three amigos who understand the intricacies of the science. But the intricacies of the science of belief and the way they understand it does not reach most people. It only reaches a certain segment of people in the population. What about the person that's an alcoholic or a drug addict that just needs to be shown how to breathe and relax their body, that just needs to be given information that them telling them that the psychology of your thinking arranges the molecules of your body to be good or bad doesn't work for somebody who's living on the streets. But what might work for them is that sit up straight, breathe, have some water, have a meal. That knowledge and wisdom is really important, and we need their knowledge and wisdom the way they have it. But we also need a mechanism of information and knowledge that reaches everybody, no matter where they are. Everybody's entitled to having the opportunity to gain exposure to who they really are. You're not an alcoholic. You're not a drug addict. That's just a behavior that's been acquired from your environment. It's a mechanism that you've developed for dealing with certain emotions that nobody's taught you to deal with. Most mental and emotional dis-ease is simply because there's beliefs and ideas that the individuals acquired that they have not learned how to change or alter. They have not been taught how to interact with their emotions. They have not been taught how to interact with their own minds, never mind their own body. And because they don't have any way of dealing with their certain qualities of emotion, they suppress them and deny them through sublimation, such as alcoholism and drug addiction. I know because I used to do that years ago. I used those substances to deny, neglect, suppress the pain, the anger, the rage I was feeling, because I had no system for how to actually deal with my rage in a constructive way. So I inverted it. Some people invert it, some people extrovert it. But emotion is the same universally. And once a person has an understanding of how to simply interact with their own emotional energy, alter and change their own thoughts, they can then begin the process of elevating their consciousness up, where then all the knowledge and wisdom of these great men like Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, and Greg Braden, their energies and their wisdom and knowledge can reach everybody, right? Every single soul, right? And it will. Thank you so much. Sorry if I went on like that. Yolanda is asking for a prayer for healing and peace of mind. Okay, Yolanda, can I just ask you just to sit down, close your eyes, and be open and receptive to receiving this, okay? Just allow the words that you're going to hear. If any of the words that you hear do not appeal to you, you can just simply dismiss them. But I want you to take a long, slow, deep breath. And as you exhale, make a decision in your mind as you exhale. I'm releasing all tension from my body. As you exhale. And breathe again. And with each subsequent breath, as you exhale, speak or think these words. I'm releasing tension from my body. As you exhale, you think that thought. I'm releasing tension from my body. And as you continue to breathe, that process of releasing tension from your body will continue to go on naturally and easily. Then bring your attention to your mind, where all your thoughts, your emotions are. Bring your attention to where all your thoughts and emotions are. And imagine that you can take your breath that you're drawing into your body, that you can breathe that same breath up into your mind. Breathe it up into your mind where all the thoughts and emotions are. And fill your lungs and fill your mind with all that breath. And as you exhale, think the thought, I'm releasing all thoughts and emotions from my mind as you exhale. And continue to breathe slowly and deeply with that thought, I'm releasing all thoughts and emotions from my mind as you exhale. I'm releasing all tensions from my body as you exhale. As you continue to do this, you begin to clear a space in your mind and body to receive the healing energy. By getting your mind and body relieved of thought, emotion, and tension, you create a space to receive our healing. Allow yourself to continue directing the body to breathe, releasing tension from the body, releasing thoughts and emotions from the mind as you exhale. Repeatedly just doing that slowly and deliberately. As you continue that, you're making more space to receive this healing, the healing that you need. And just continue to do that now, knowing that with each exhale, as you release tension from the body and emotion and thought from your mind, that you're making space for the spontaneous healing to occur. Wonderful. Thank you, Master Jesus. Appreciate that. Master Jesus is first and foremost a teacher of the truth. He did not come to us to be our masters. He came to us to bring us back to the divine within ourselves. He came here to teach us that we can heal, to teach us we can live in love, to teach us that we can be purposeful. Not once did he ever say, worship me. No, he said, worship God, but do not, he never said, worship me as God. He said, he never said he was the only way to God. He repeatedly said, the kingdom of God is within you in the city of 9 gates, right? Yes, you can book a reading with me through my website. You can choose your own date and time off my calendar if you can find a date and time there. Yeah, I see. Somebody's asked, I can't quite make out some of your usernames are pretty extensive, but you're my number 2 gifter today. Thank you so much. Is there any message for me? Thank you. I get that you really need to go out and ground. You need to go out and ground. Get out where there's trees, ground, grass, earth, water. Get near a place where you can let your body discharge the accumulated emotions that you're holding on to. You need to let those go into literally let them go in the earth. The earth knows how to deal with that type of energy. But you need to go out and ground right now. Like go out and ground. Don't delay. Someone's saying, a spiritual medium in my dream told me my health is solid. Is that a confirmation, or does this mean my faith and knowing is not as strong yet? Yes, yes, and yes. Your faith can always be stronger, right? Your faith can always be stronger because you can literally have faith for humanity, not just for yourself. You can have faith for the well-being of all of humanity. That humanity is at this wonderful point that it can transcend all fear and restore itself to the divinity of its love. Imagine that. You can do that for yourself. So yeah, there's always room to expand your faith. But yeah, your health is solid. Very solid. Right? Somebody said, drink water. Drink some water. You're not drinking enough water. Somebody's saying, my third eye tingles a lot. What does that mean? It means you need to get your body interested. Go into your meditation. Sit your body down. Go into meditation. Because the third eye, while they say it's here, it's actually not there. The third eye is actually the pineal gland. The third eye is actually the pineal gland. So that tingling is letting you know that the pineal gland is being activated. So bring your awareness into the geographical center of your head, the very middle of your head. Draw a deep, slow breath in and hold that breath for a few minutes. Hold the breath for a few minutes. And then, well, a few seconds, pardon me. And then as you exhale, feel what happens in the middle of your head. But hold your breath for at least 3 to 5 seconds. And then as you release your breath, feel what happens in the center of your head. And then share that with us, because you'll feel the energy that starts to be activated when your attention stimulates the pineal gland, right? But a lot of people have been misled to think it's on the outside. No, it's on the inside. There's the geographical center. It's the pineal gland is your third eye. I got time for 2 more questions today, guys, and I'm gonna call it a day. Someone's saying, I'm telling them to go to the light, but they stay around me. I feel all of their suffering and confusion, including my own grandmother. She is lost up there. Okay, Delinda, let us do this with you then. Let's do this together right now, okay? So if you're sitting down, take a slow, deep breath. Relax your body. And then take another slow, deep breath and quiet your mind. And then allow your awareness to sense and feel the presence of these beings around you. Just be aware of them. Don't try to evaluate them. Just be aware of their presence around you. And think and speak these words. I release you all with love and grace. And you speak these words in a tone of voice that sounds like you really mean these words. I release you all with love and grace. And repeat that 3 to 5 times. I release you all with love and grace. But ensure that the way you're saying the words is very sincere, like you really, really mean it. I release you all with love and grace. Now, I'd also encourage you to come out to our 101 Masterclass, which I believe starts in March. You can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com or torontomedium.com and register for that course, because you'll learn how to deal with these individual entities that are communicating with you, because I deal with these beings all the time, not necessarily the ones you're dealing with right now, but they come to you for a reason. And there's a way to learn from them and grow from them, or assist them, as the case might be in your case. You're here to offer them guidance, but release them with love and grace. Then come into the program, the 101 Masterclass, and learn the techniques and processes for being able to monitor and regulate your consciousness and the way you interact with these beings. So you can ask them to step away. You can literally say, step away, come closer. You can actually ask them to do that, right? Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate the super chat. Yeah, hi, Pepe. Yeah, thank you for coming back. I just put you in a short timeout. A few questions, 1 or 2 questions, but don't spam. That's all. Be respectful. The space is for other people too. So please don't spam. Ask a question here and there. If something excites you, you want to interact with other people in the chat, go ahead. But try not to spam, because it's not fair to other people, right? Thank you so much, Pepe. I really did appreciate what you said earlier today too. You brought Master Jesus in by your question. Preach pure truth. That's correct. This information is so powerful. I feel it in my soul. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. I feel it in my soul too. How do I become a monthly supporter for me? Oh, thank you so much. If you want to become a monthly supporter, I think you can hit the subscribe button on TikTok and subscribe, or you can subscribe to my Patreon page, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. And for $5 a month, you can come and join our annual monthly meetings and get to ask questions. It's a really fascinating thing, and it's a good way to support this channel. Otherwise, you can support the channel. You can go through my Linktree link on my TikTok account, or under my videos on YouTube, or use my PayPal account with my email address, and you can send a donation if you want to support that way. There's a variety of different ways you can support this channel and the messages coming out, because we do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday every single week. I've got one purpose: to be a vehicle for the Ascended Masters to bring forth the knowledge and wisdom that they have for us to elevate our consciousness collectively from fear to love. Because we've failed, in the 12 previous significant civilizations, they tell me that we failed to elevate ourselves up to a state of love sufficient enough to cause the incoming energies from the sun to not affect us adversely. So the function of fear coordinates and organizes our experiences of matter very differently than the function of love. And I'm dedicating the rest of my life to just allowing the messages of these masters to come through me, right? It's beautiful. Thank you. But yeah, you can support my channel, what I'm doing in any one of those ways. You can also support the channel and book a reading with me, take our masterclasses, learn this stuff, open up your own spiritual consciousness so that you can connect to your guides and your angels, and you can start to bring truth, wisdom, and knowledge that you can receive from your body, through your body, to others, right? Yeah, that is why sound is so powerful. That's right. Thank you. Thank you guys, everybody, for supporting this, for your interactions today. I really appreciate it. Last question here on TikTok. How can I communicate with my spirit guides? I think they're sending me signs in numbers. Yes, that happens a lot right now. And again, I highly recommend that you take our Masterclass 101 Awakening. It's an introduction to mediumship, and it teaches you how we have 4 instructors in the program. So you're working, literally you're getting a free live event, not a free live event, but a live event every single day, Sunday to Friday. And you experience and practice connecting to your guides and your angels. You learn to meditate. You learn the functional ways of connecting to them and receiving information. You learn to raise the vibration of your body. You learn to raise the vibration of your mind, because you don't want to be in a low vibrational state. You don't want to be angry and asking for help, because you'll attract lower vibrational energies. You don't want to be in a low vibrational state and calling for help, because you'll connect to low vibrational entities. You want to be in a higher vibrational state. So we focus on raising your vibration, teaching you to open up your clairs, learning to connect to your guides and angels and loved ones, if that's what you want to do, right? So thank you for asking. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this live event. Remember, whenever you come on, you share this with other people. Look, people are suffering in this world needlessly only because they do not know how to use their own minds and bodies. The reason most people are suffering is because they have no understanding of how to use their own mind and their own body. Their minds and bodies are manipulated by the powers that be, by those that are in authority, that run mass media, mass education, mass communications. They are controlling and manipulating the vast majority of people. And once a person learns how to operate their own thinking and their own emotional energy, it's a game on. They break out of the matrix. That's what it means to get out of the matrix, by the way. It means that you take authority over your own mind, your own emotions, your energy, and your body. And you stop allowing your mother, your father, the priest, the minister, the rabbi, the school system. You start to become self-made, because you begin to remember who you are. You're not your body. You're not your mind. You are a soul. Anyway, thank you everybody else for coming out today on YouTube, TikTok. Thank you so much. I'll look forward to seeing you guys on the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. Please remember to share this, share the hell out of this. Go to my YouTube channel, give it thumbs up, like the clips on my TikTok channel, but get the algorithm up so we get more people getting this information and knowledge from them. Knowledge is power. Information is freedom. if it's the right information. You did not come here to suffer. No one came here to suffer. Everyone came here to learn to create. And everybody needs to remember their real reason for coming was to learn to create, not to suffer. Suffering is not natural. Suffering is not natural. The experience of physical pain by making errors, that's natural. But suffering is unnecessary if you have correct and proper knowledge. I want to wish you all much love. Have yourselves a wonderful and joyful day. And thank you, everybody, for your contributions to this event today. Bye for now.